Was Archaeopteryx, the ancestor of birds? There are numerous species of birds in nature, yet humanity has long been puzzled by the origin of birds. It was not until the 19th century that scientists focused their attention on the study of ancient bird fossils, hoping to unlock the mystery of how birds came into being. In 1861, a remarkable discovery was made near Solnhofen, Bavaria, Germany. In the local limestone strata dating back approximately 150 million years, a fossil was unearthed about the size of a crow, bearing characteristics of both reptiles and birds. Some of its features strongly resembled those of reptiles. However, further research on the fossil revealed that it had already developed feathers, and its pelvic structure was more advanced than that of reptiles. More importantly, it was a warm-blooded, homeothermic animal. Feathers and constant body temperature are among the defining traits of birds, indicating that this creature was much closer to avian species. Given that it still retained numerous reptilian characteristics and was the oldest known bird at the time of its discovery, scientists named it Archaeopteryx. The discovery of the Archaeopteryx fossil provided evidence that birds evolved from reptiles. In recent decades, doubts have been raised regarding the long-held conclusion that Archaeopteryx was the earliest ancestor of birds. Some scholars argue that the evolution from cold-blooded featherless reptiles to warm-blooded feathered birds was an extended process, and there must have been a series of transitional bird species that predated Archaeopteryx. Other scholars propose that Archaeopteryx may have been merely a side branch in the evolutionary history of birds. Several lines of evidence suggest that species highly similar to modern birds emerged as early as tens of millions of years after Archaeopteryx. In short, many paleontologists remain unconvinced that Archaeopteryx is the true ancestor of birds, and they hypothesize that the actual avian ancestor may have existed even earlier than Archaeopteryx. Just as this hypothesis was on the verge of being verified, new controversies arose. In 1986, Sankar Chatterjee, a paleontologist at Texas Tech University in the United States, discovered bird fossils in the vicinity of Post City, Texas, in strata dating back 225 million years, 75 million years older than Archaeopteryx. He named this fossil Proteus. As a result, the title of the ancestor of birds was seemingly taken by Proteus. Paleontologists pointed out that if this were indeed the case, the theory that birds evolved from reptiles would be disproven. Nevertheless, some scientists immediately raised new doubts about the identification of this fossil. Ostrom, a paleontologist at Yale University in the United States, stated that the discovery of such a primitive bird fossil was highly unlikely, as the fragile bones of birds would have great difficulty being preserved so well. And furthermore, some features on the fossil were inconsistent with those of birds. Although these debates have only just begun, it is certain that this ongoing dispute has brought humanity closer to uncovering the truth about the origin of birds than any debate in the past century. Some scientists researching continental drift and plate tectonics have made an intriguing observation. Many migratory birds among modern avian species travel back and forth between the northern and southern hemispheres each year, with some undertaking tortuous flights of over 30,000 kilometers at their longest. Why do they choose such winding routes for these long-distance journeys? When the continents are reconstructed into their ancient supercontinental configuration on a map, the meandering flight paths of migratory birds miraculously straighten, and their total distances are greatly shortened. The breakup and drift of the ancient supercontinent were slow and gradual processes spanning an immense period of history. Migratory birds unknowingly followed their original flight paths, and these shifting geographical landmarks gradually rendered their migratory routes winding and arduous. If this hypothesis is confirmed, the history of birds would have to be pushed back to at least 230 million years ago. This is because the breakup and drift of the ancient supercontinent commenced during this time. If birds already possessed the ability to migrate, then they must have been the ancestors of the 150 million-year-old Archaeopteryx, who is the true ancestor of birds. Scientists hold diverse opinions, and no definitive conclusion has been reached to this day.